The Syrian conflict forced millions of people out of their homes. Some managed to remain within the country's borders, but for others, fleeing abroad was the only option to save their lives. 23-year-old Abdullah Adnan Karam is one of them. 5 years ago, he left his home in the Syrian town of Hama. He first stepped into Turkey and then started the long and perilous journey to reach Europe. He was lucky to get as far as Austria, where he now lives. Forcibly abandoning a home, friends and streets where one played as a kid can be traumatic for anyone. Some refugees wrote about their forced exile, but Abdullah seems to have found an alternative way. After we met the game's developer, Georg Hoppmeyer, they started working on a video game called Path Out, where the main character has to find his way out of Syria.
The difference when you read a book and play a game is that a book could share a perspective with you, which is amazing. But a game can switch your perspective. And with this switch is what we decided to make the game. To make whoever plays the game, if this person has a certain political views on the world, it would just be a switch to their perspective, where they see the world in a different view, where it's still fun to play, it's still humorous, there's a humor in the game. We also wanted to show, to be neutral, sympathetic, and just show the truth.
It all starts in a peaceful Syria, but it slowly descends into chaos. The game is carved on Abdullah's personal stories, but there are also other options. Players can make different choices or take different routes.
We didn't want it to be all about me. We wanted the player also to play the other options of the journey, because there's other stories as well. And what the player is kind of playing is part of my story, let's say. My story got more action to it.
And it seems that players have started appreciating the game.
The game was downloaded about 25,000 times so far, and we had quite some publicity and coverage about it. We are working on some updates and we hope to reach many people. It's a fascinating story, good to tell. We really think this project could make some money someday.
If the video game will actually generate income, it will be used to fund NGO projects.
We are looking at our colleagues at 11-bit and what they did with their game, This War of Mine, and the NGO War Child. We are planning to create special editions of the game, and a considerable amount of the money would then go into charity. This is not all new to us. We have been working together with NGOs, we have been cooperating with them in gaming projects. It could be a best case scenario. It would be a dream if such games would create some money for NGOs.
Such games could help young Syrians tell their stories and turn out to be helpful in dealing with the trauma of having forcibly abandoned their houses for a faraway foreign land. West Asia Bureau, Wion, World is One.